Hello and welcome to this example. This comes from chapter 2 of your book, programming exercise number 4 that I have highlighted right here. This programming exercise kind of expands on a previous example that I was using with prices and quantities and that. In this example, a customer is purchasing 5 items. I need to make a program that will ask for the price of each item and then display the subtotal of the sale, the amount of tax, and the total. And the tax percent is going to be 6%. Okay. Um, so I'm going to build this in Raptor. I have 5 items, so I need my 5 variables. I'm going to do them. I'm going to create my 5 variables, and then I'm going to get my input for my 5 variables all together. I'm not going to do one at a time and have a lot of back and forth code. I'm going to put them all together. Okay. So I'm going to assign my 5 variables. Oh yeah, it wants me to save. Yeah. This one. Okay. So 2, 3, 4, 5. First one, item 1. I need to give it, in Raptor, I need to give it a value to get started, so I'm going to give it 0. Item 2, 0. Item 3, 0. Okay, and I'm putting 0, 1, 0, 2, and 0, 3 instead of just 1, 2, and 3. It's an old habit of mine is to use either 2 or 3 digits because you never know what the future holds, and you may have multiple things in here, and you'll have 1 through 20 maybe in the future. And if you want to organize them properly, you'll want that extra space in there. And 5 set to 0. Okay, so I have my first 5 items. Then I am going to get some input from the user. And my input is going to say a string value. What is the value of item 1? I'm going to copy this because I'm going to paste it into all of them so I don't have to retype it over and over again. Okay, and then you have to type in the variable name down here and press done. So what that's going to do is it's going to make a little pop-up box. It's going to say whatever it is that I typed up here, and then I need to type in a value, and it's going to apply that value to the variable. So now the next one, and I just swap out the 1 for the 2, item 2, and 3, 4, and 5, of course, 3. So a lot of tedium. When I get to actually writing this, in an actual program, I will be doing a lot of copy and pasting, right? And in the far future, I might actually make a function in my program that does this, and I will only have to type it once. All right, we're not there yet. It's okay. Okay, so I've declared my 5 variables, item 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm input my 5 variables. Great. Now I need to declare a subtotal set. The subtotal is equal to item 1 plus item, I gotta spell correctly, item 2 plus item 3 plus item 4 plus item 5. Okay, so this is the reason I waited for my subtotal to do it now, is because now I have the values of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and so I can declare the subtotal immediately and give it its proper value. I don't have to prime it with a value of 0 like I did with the other items. Right, so there is that. Right, that's the subtotal. And next I need to know how much the tax is. Okay, the tax variable is going to be equal to subtotal times 0.06 or 6%. Okay, that's going to be the tax. And this is, I hard coded the value in there, so it's never going to change. If I have to change it, I have to go into the program and change it. There's no input value or anything like that. So this, in this flowchart here, this is about as close to a constant as I can get given these options right here, okay? And then the last one is the real total. I'm just going to call it total, is equal to subtotal plus tax. Done. Okay, now I have to output the subtotal, the tax, and the total. And remember, when we're outputting to the user, we want to give them some sort of prompt and tell them what we're outputting. So my first output will say the subtotal is, remember to put a space, otherwise they get squished together, plus subtotal. Subtotal is plus subtotal. Done. And my next output is going to say the tax is plus tax. And I could probably format this later and put like colons and space everything out accordingly. But for this example, I'm just going to type it in as you see it here. And finally, the total is, oh, I almost forgot that space. Total. Subtotal, tax, total. Okay, everything is there. I'm going to kind of crank this up in speed a little bit. Since we've gone over everything, we should be ready to play it. What is the value of item 1? Item 1 is going to be $1. Item 2 is going to be $2. Item 3 is going to be $3. Item 4 is going to be $4. And item 5 is going to be $5. The subtotal is 15. That's 5 plus 5 plus 5. 5 plus 4 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3. That's 5, 5, and 5. That's 15. The tax is 0.9. That sounds reasonable. And then the total is 15.9. Run complete, 18 symbols. So it counts all these symbols. Okay. So if you're looking for efficiency, one of the things you'll want to do is try and eliminate some of these steps, combine some of these steps. But this is pretty efficient right here. I could possibly have eliminated these 3 steps and just done a lot more math, but that may not be the most efficient way to do things, right? If I have less storage, less variables, but a lot more math, because I would have to do the subtotal 3 times. Once to calculate the subtotal, once to calculate the tax again if I didn't store it in a variable, and then again I would have to calculate the subtotal and the tax in order to do the real total in the end. So variables come in quite handy, so I don't have to do math 3 times. I can just do the math once and store the value. All right, so that is Chapter 2, Exercise 4. You'll be doing a different one for your lab. Haha, of course. All right, thanks for watching.